Hello everybody, this is Matador. Happy Monday. It's the 23rd of February, 2009. I'm looking at the S&P 500 here, sell-off at the open. Wanted to talk a little bit about some news that's going on here since the weekend, but regulators are pledging to shore up financial systems. Again, this is just Yahoo Finance. It's a really nice place to get some news. Basically, they're saying that they're going to launch a revamped program to shore up the nation's troubled banks that includes the option of increasing government ownership in financial institutions. Thanks is all I'm going to say to that. Bank stocks up amid report of government plan for Citigroup. Losses among tech stocks drag Wall Street lower. Obama's pledging $15 billion for Medicaid. It's just, there's always a plus and a minus to everything, so they're kind of battling over that. Honda replaces their chief executive amid the slowdown. OPEC cuts failed to boost oil prices, which is pretty amazing. They wavered around $40 a barrel here, even though they appeared to have slashed more than 4 million barrels of crude from production every day, and so on and so forth. So a great place to go get news. You can also go here to investing, click on stocks and economic, and you'll see a whole wealth of information here as well. Nothing notable today, but February 24th, tomorrow, we'll have a whole slew of things coming out, and then every day until Friday. So pretty cool. You can keep up with the intraday news there as well. So one interesting thing that's going on today, and this is important to listen to here. The S&P 500 on a nice gap up into this resistance area. Let's drop that in. Right through here, finally it fills that gap again for the second time. So 1 and 2, nice gap up into resistance. It's tough for people to want to go long in there, especially with the news that's been going on. However, it fills this gap intraday. Tried to bounce here a little bit. You can see that in there, especially if I zoom in. So there's that filled gap. A little bit of a pop right back up, and then it fell out. So good support in this area for a little while. And then you can see it really started accelerating. So happy, happy, sad becomes resistance. And you can see the rest of these things going on. So that's the sell-off for the day. However, look at the tick. The tick meets up with that, corroborates that. Nice gap up in the morning, met with some good upticking, but then it sold off. For most of the day, it's been below zero. Right? However, what doesn't match here at all is the TRIN. So the TRIN reading is actually not supporting the volume then that's flowing into stocks that are going down. So again, for me, it would be difficult for me to want to go short in this environment unless I'm looking at a great relative weakness stock, because there's not a lot of volume behind it. One thing that could possibly be messing this up is if people are buying a lot of ultra short ETFs or something like that. So anything like that might cause a bit of a misread here, but in this case this is pretty dramatic, so I would pay very special close attention to this, especially when this is also corroborated by the put-call ratio. Let me zoom in here to get rid of that big spike in the morning there. So 0.9, alright, it's coming up a little bit, but 0.8 is pretty bullish. 1.2 is fairly bearish in this scenario, but in this area around here, that's still a little bit more bullish than bearish. And so now you get the put-call ratio and the TRIN telling me that this is not a good environment to go short in. So what in the world is going on with this sell-off in the S&P? Right? Doesn't quite make a lot of sense. So again, it's more difficult for me to want to go short in here, again, unless I'm looking at something that's very relatively weak. Relative strength stocks in this scenario might be looking interesting if these broad market internals are what you think. The VIX, nothing to note, actually does support the fact that we are experiencing a sell-off, and the volatility is rising now all throughout this. If this was also falling, that'd be another third nail in the coffin for the short side. But now we're a little bit mixed in here, and like every day, I'd be careful about how I went long or short, but especially when the broad markets are mixed as well. So hope this helps. Quick little knee-jerk reaction here to how the markets are behaving intraday, and I hope you can incorporate this into your trading work today. All right, I'll talk to you soon, and thanks for all your questions and thoughts and everything in your comments, and they're very welcome. So talk to you soon.